told him I'm a virgin. He said I'm a lady. Let me teach you anything. I told him I'm a virgin.
We are live and here at the Be Fit for Business podcast. I have a special guest, a close guest, you guys have seen her before. We got Brittany in the house, Miss Life Insurance herself. Extremely excited to have you back because if you guys didn't know, Brittany was a part of it wasn't our first, but our second virtual shopping experience. This is when we had our final pop-up shop experience. But I'm so glad that you came back because I know you got so many dope things in the works, so we have to talk about them. Brittany and I, so now I know, okay. I always tell a personal story. But it's so funny every time I tell it because it's like, now that I have the information, it's funny. I met Brittany and I was like, and she was like, oh, no, I knew you or whatever because her and I actually got honored one year back in 2018 at an event. And Brittany was a vendor there for life insurance. And that night was like pretty special and epic. And she started following me. That night, I won like a grant and stuff like that. It was a pretty cool night. Mm-hmm. And we started following each other. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, we just built our relationship via social media.
I started juicing.
Yeah, she started juicing. We built our relationship via social media. And we are just... Well, we're stuck like glue now. It's like we ain't going nowhere. We're in a hike group together.
I'm hiking with Bugs.
Exactly. She hiking with Bugs. She ain't even want to hike with me, but now she hiking. You're in my hike group. You're just like a part of my full network. You got like everybody named Mama insured through life insurance. So I love that. But tell us about some of the things that you're doing and that you have upcoming for your Miss Life Insurance brand.
Yes, so 2021's been a big turning point for me, a good year.
Yes, that's
great.
great.
I'm always thankful that I was able to, expand even more during the pandemic. That's a blessing.
Yes, absolutely. They took it serious. Life insurance probably changed, right, in the pandemic spike, you think?
It had people think, a lot more, but I think the fact that I'm able to work virtually makes a big impact. I'm licensed in 12 states, so it allows me to keep reaching out to people and helping people as much as I can. So.
Licensed and do not miss that fact. She said licensed in 12 states. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah. So I'm still doing. Life insurance is always my main focus, of course. So I still work with families. I have a lot of clients who are business owners, just like you. And I definitely took a much deeper dive into retirement planning because that is like the next step with planning as far as my clients. My book of business has grown 3 times more now.
That's amazing. You go, girl. Awesome.
Very thankful for that.
Yes, absolutely. For sure.
So now I'm taking a deeper dive into financial planning when it comes to my clients. So what I'm doing now, I'm actually 3 years in with New York Life now.
Oh,
so
good.
I'm an established
you go, girl.
agent.
And when I first met you, you just started.
I literally just started.
Can you see like how amazing that is? How much you've grown in just 3 years?
Yes.
You like literally just started.
It's been a whole journey.
Yes, that's amazing. And you're a full-time, you work there full-time, right?
Yes.
So
yes. Full-time entrepreneur.
2 kids. All right, mom of 2, okay, of amazing boys that you guys have to watch the Be Fit for Business podcast so you can learn about them, okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, so 2021 has been a great year so far. I made a executive council premiere this year.
Oh, you go, girl.
I forget the number. I think it's like 132 lives I protected.
Oh my God, that's
year.
so good. That's amazing. In this past year?
Yes.
You go, girl.
Last summer to this summer.
All right, y'all heard it. That's amazing. That's really good.
Yeah, and
awesome.
I had a Black Excellence Award in the African American Unit Market.
Good for you.
This year as well. So just happy to do big things. I've been branding myself for 3 years, so now that I'm an established agent, working on my own personal logo.
Good for you.
Working on creating my own business so that I can open financial services office so I can fully do life insurance, retirement planning, show people how to save money on taxes, do investments, and like retirement planning also. So,
that's amazing. And guys, one thing I can tell you about Brittany is very experienced. She's very informed. very honest, which I think is very important for people to know, especially like when you're dealing with people's lives, you're dealing with their future, their loved ones. That's very important for us to have. I love, like I always talk about representation. It's very important to have representation of someone like ourselves, because I've known for, like, since I knew about life insurance, you know, you're just used to like that guy that, you know what I'm saying, like the guy like in your neighborhood just coming around, but it's not like someone who looks like you telling you what life insurance is. So it's nice to have someone who represents me as a woman of color, tell me like how everything is, be honest with me, what it is that I need. Also too, on a business side, just to have that you always are presenting options like, hey, Amber, there are different things that you can do in your business for your life insurance, and these are different routes to go, and, you know, different investments to make. So I love that you have a heart for that. You do always keep everyone abreast. Like, listen, I know something that you could benefit from, and this is my personal experience. And guys, I advocate for this absolutely because I'm one of her clients. So I think that it's amazing that you do pour your heart into it, and you are very attentive to your clientele so that they know exactly what it is that they need. Can you tell us about some upcoming things that will be a part of your brand as you're doing Miss Life Insurance? Because I want to see some shirts. I want to see some hoodies, because you are a whole brand out here, okay?
I do have some ideas for like clothing branding, but not taking that step yet.
Okay.
As you know, my priority is having to study for my securities licenses.
Yes.
I have a million fun ideas in my head, but I know that I have to buckle down and get certain things in place to do those first. So I'm very excited to, you know, add this to my services that I offer. I didn't want to like hold my clients back from these resources, so I did partner with a CFP over the summer. To get deeper into, you know, any kind of investment when it comes to retirement planning.
Okay, great.
As a whole. And I'm so thankful. I actually have a summer intern. So he's been a huge help.
Yes, absolutely.
The
I
state
can
of New York
imagine.
has a program where they provide you with an intern who has like a very high GPA and a great resume.
Oh, great.
And it helps them out too. So
great.
It's been, you know, getting involved with different programs this summer. A lot of networking. I joined the Union County Latino Chamber of Commerce.
Awesome.
No, I'm sorry, the NARUP. Yeah.
Good.
It's a NARUP group. So
Amazing.
Just getting involved in different organizations to help even more.
Yes, and guys, please make sure that you're paying attention to the screen so that you can follow Brittany. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. Again, very, very informative. If you ever need a personal review from me, I'm telling you, amazing. I think I secured my plan back in 2018, so I've been here for a while. Again, Brittany is always on me. Speaking of that, we got to handle some, but she is on me, and it's not just, okay, you signed up for a plan, you never see this agent again. I do appreciate your follow-up again, the follow-up is crazy, and it's not crazy, but like...
I'm the friendly reminder.
Yes, the friendly reminder. No, seriously, but we need those. I don't like to be
pushy, but I do like to make an impact where like, hey, this is important, or hey, you should know this. And I just want to encourage people, you know, it's okay, like, be open-minded to learning new information, you know, because there are a lot of things, a lot of ways that life insurance can help that people are not aware of just by, like, the regular common knowledge. And just be open to reviewing whatever you have, because oftentimes I'll find things that people didn't know it wasn't what they thought it was, right? And you just want to make sure that your needs are being met for what's happening in your life right now and your plan moving forward. So
I love that.
I encourage that. One thing I do want to mention, anyone who does not have life insurance right now because of all the tax changes that's happened because of COVID last year or so. Rates are going to be going up this fall. We don't have an exact date, but definitely if you don't have life insurance, or if you have temporary coverage and don't have whole life yet, definitely now is the most affordable time to get it before the rates go up. So just a heads up.
Yes, and it is very important. I mean, again, like I know how important it is, and I've definitely referred you to please make sure that you secure my friends, my family, because it is something that's necessary. At the end of the day, guys, we are all not going to be here one day. No, that's just like the simple truth. But to make sure that you're taking care of like yourself. Like last year, we never anticipated for the spike of death. We
Right.
didn't. Nobody really anticipated that. And I think sometimes we do take for leisure that, you know, hey, we do need to secure ourselves, and we may not, maybe not now. Sometimes we think we're immortal. We're not. Anything could happen. I've watched so many people's lives be taken through sickness, and last year definitely, and even up until this year, so suddenly, and it doesn't have an age. It doesn't have. It's just.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't. It's no age. Like children, secure your children, secure yourself. Death has no age, and it's a real conversation that we need to have more. And we also want to make sure that, you know, I don't want to leave my children just stuck. I don't want to leave my family members just stuck trying to figure it out and gather money for me, and everybody's pulling out of their things that they need for their own families to be secure. So guys, please make sure that you take it serious. This is a loving agent. This is someone who actually really, really cares. Britt, I love everything you're doing. You already know that. I'm like Team Britt. Britt is Team
I'm always here to help.
Yes.
Like I said, it doesn't have to be a morbid conversation.
No.
It's like you have a spare tire in your car, but you don't plan to get a flat, right?
Yes.
So life insurance is the same thing. And it's not always talking about death. It's also a really, really great way to set a foundation for your kids. So if you want to learn more, reach out. Miss Life Insurance.
Yes, it's Miss Life Insurance, y'all. Thank you so much, Britt. It was a pleasure
Thanks for having me.
Yes.